I gotta ask this. A lot of people thumb her video up, especially when it pertains to me. But I wonder if they care so much, why is she still homeless? Is this self-sabotage? Are you people really helping? Is it biased toward me? What are your intentions behind those thumbs up? Really? Because if y'all really care about her, why does she not have that nice car? Why is she still homeless? Why is she not in that five-star hotel that she desires to be in every night, away from all the noise? Things I ponder. And I tell you, why they say staying away from toxic people will make you sick. I know y'all can tell my bottom lip a little swollen. I got a little allergic reaction going on. Since you gotta prove shit to people around here. Anyway, you should stay away from toxic people because stress will make you sick. I'm living proof. Someone said that I have been not myself lately. Well, I talked to my psychiatrist last week. And when too much stuff piled up on you and it's everything crushing down on you at once. Like I said, I have not been trying to acknowledge or deal with this stuff with Candy, but she keeps pulling me back. I got stuff at home I'm dealing with. There's a whole water heater that the water connected with electricity, science, it will explode, okay? We could have died in here, or it could have just had an explosion up in here. Did not know. Been going back and forth with the apartment people. They trying to tell me that's not mold. I show proof of that, okay? Dealing with, could that been why I've been as sick as I've been? Third run of antibiotics. Been sick since the beginning of July. I have my everyday usual sick that I am tired of. Then 2 COVID tests came back negative. Finding out, people been a certain type of way or feeling a certain type of way while laying in an emergency room, not knowing what's going on with your body. Then hospital neglect while in the emergency room, and upon leaving the emergency room, losing friends, a gang of friends all at once, is because you made the decision to cut them off because they hurt you. You didn't tell them you cut them off because you feel like there's no point in telling them what they did. They know what they did or what they were doing. And come to find out, these folks actually were never your friends. They smile in your face to keep your money. So you had to deal with that. Again, you got to deal with you find out. Now, I gotta have surgery, okay? I have to have a hernia removed, okay? Dealing with financial issues, because like I said, I got set back with a phone. Had to get a loan to counteract that. That set me back double. I have to have a CAT scan on my nose. Now, come to find out, I am have to go to vestibular therapy, that these migraines that I've been having may be on a level of vestibular migraines. And the vertigo and the eustachian tube dysfunction all might be vestibular, okay? So you got that going on. Meanwhile, your twin sister is all on the internet telling folks you're attacking her. You get tired of it, okay? So you do something out of the ordinary that you do not normally do. You create a new YouTube page because she blocked you from contacting. You try to ask her, why not do this over the phone, right? Why is this all going to be on the internet? I'm talking about exposing you as a character that you are not. So you lay down everything that you said on your Facebook, everything that you said on your YouTube page, because quite frankly, you're in YouTube jail anyway, for some questions that you're just questioning life and just don't understand. Got reported for false information. Bam. Okay. So then you get out of Facebook jail for simply asking a question. You get in put in YouTube jail. Boom. You go, bruh. You go and you say everything that you've been saying on your Facebook for valid, putting everything out on the table. Straightening everything she said out. You put it on your YouTube. Just so, keep a paper trail. You say the same thing on her on her YouTube page. Create a new page. Because you're like, you know what? Some of her followers need to hear this. What does she do? And I really feel like some of the stuff on my page been erased too. On my YouTube. Because I came back and only like 5 of them posts are up there. I'm like, I wrote more than this. But anyway. You go and say what you said. Same thing on her shit. I said, I know you're going to delete this because you a coward. What she go do? She deleted and blocked me. Deleted and left everything but 2 comments. Right? And goes to proceed to go and twist. Like, I don't need you to say what I said, Candy. I said what I said. I don't need you to tell nothing for me. But you did. You deleted majority of what I said and only left 2 comments. And then make a video telling your followers what I said, twisting to fit your narrative. Now, if that's not vicious and vindictive, then I don't know what is. So at that point, okay, you become suicidal. You're just done with life because she gets like 5 likes up, 6, 7, or whatever likes she got on. You're just done at this point. You're just tired because really you wasn't really stunning her anyway. She had the little encounter with the police thing with Alex Dupree, who's also, every time you look, he's minding his business because then she goes following him, cussing him out. And at this point, I said I didn't like the man. I'm starting to feel bad for him. Now here I am. My psychiatrist was like, you're in a manic state. So now, because of this toxic bitch, I thought it was the withdrawals from the medication. And my nurse was like, this too long. This gone on too long. The withdrawals from the medication been too long. So it ain't. Because at first I did have an adverse reaction to the medication. Got withdrawn. I mean, that can be uncomfortable in itself. Having an adverse reaction to a medication. Then got to get taken off of it. Weaned off of it. And maybe I did get improperly weaned off of it. And now you're just a whole different person. Now you're starting to question this new you inside of you. You barking at people. But really it's like the doctor telling me this is the real you coming out. Because I'm like, all I'm doing is the same thing I've been doing, stating facts. It's like I'm being more dogmatic about it. And I'm like, am I really manic? Or did I just have enough people bullshit? Like, really? And she told me I'm bipolar. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to even fight you on that, doc. Because it runs thick through my family just as much as schizophrenia does. And bipolar, from what I read, is not just flip-flopping moods. It's a whole lot of things in bipolar, and it's broken down into two segments. And it's not just extremely happy or extremely sad. Manic can be both happy and sad in itself, but it's the upper side of depression. I'm like, okay, I got a lot to learn about this disorder. I thought that major depressive disorder or borderline personality disorder sounded more like me, but started reading bipolar, and I'm like, that kind of sounds like me a little bit too. And I was like, I'm not surprised. I mean, China's diagnosed with bipolar, but she's a whole different. She's a different type of something. And I'm like, that might be my explain why I went through a whole spiral down from 2020. Just spiraling down. And then when shit hit the fan, when I found out about the shit Candy been doing, I really just lost the motivation to do anything. But like the obelisk said, people can be walking around minding their own business. I mean, I said it too, but I'm just giving him credit for saying it as well. People can be walking around minding their own business, and Candy will say that folks are targeting her, in which there is a thing with gang stalking in those videos. I mean, not her videos, but I've seen where folks will say that people will be doing certain shit. Like this dude, when I was first found out about gang stalking, and I found out Candy was involved in it. I'm like, how she found out about this? Because it was this other dude, he was involved in saying he was being gang stalked. And I gave him money. Said he was kicked out of his girlfriend's house. The girl wouldn't let him see his kids. And he was saying he was being tortured and all kind of stuff. Being poisoned in the hospital and stuff. And I felt bad for him. I was like, oh man. So I used to watch him every night. You know, he used to be surveilling folks. I did used to wonder, like, how is folks doing all this to you if you're the one out surveilling folks? I was like, but okay, I got it. I used to watch him literally every night to make sure he was okay, even though he was a guy, but he was in the vaping community. And I just wanted to make sure he was okay. But the minute he started talking about dice and fags and all this shouldn't be and blah, 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 blocked. Matter of fact, I believe I sent him money twice. After that, that was a wrap. End of conversation. And I had forgot all about it. This dude was like boom, 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 like tearing his truck up. He had a damn Ford Explorer, and he took a knife and was tearing up the carpet to look under the inside. And he said it was folks on the inside, and somebody said somebody was running. I'm like, but I don't see nobody. And he was explaining how that this gang stalking is designed to mimic schizophrenia. But I swear to God, I used to watch that dude stay up at night to try to make sure that he was protected he was always saying where he was at. So if anything happened to him, I can call the police, you know, send him where he at. So if anything happened, he'll be safe. So I found out Candy said she was involved. And I was like, oh no. I was like, she being gangster too? Damn. Then when she said I was doing it, I'm like, oh, I call bullshit. Then she said our foster cousin Lanika was doing it. I'm like, no. She saw somebody say they're being gang stalked somewhere, or somebody told her she was being gang stalked, and she psyched herself up to believe it. Just like lupus. She no longer claims lupus. What happened to her with the Tourette's? You can't claim Tourette's only when you're pissed off. You can't claim Tourette's only when it comes to folks that you don't like. That's why she got kicked out of Bible class. And she's sitting up in there shouting up obscenities and rolling her eyes at probably folks that she didn't like in whatever state she was in at the time. I think New York. And they escorted her out. Fuck. That didn't mean that she couldn't come back. It's just that she couldn't come back that night. You know how many times I got escorted out of Bible class because I couldn't control my kids? I couldn't get them to sit down. Come to find out, hold on. All three of my, and the state people was talking about they helping me, sending folks to be in my business. Why? Once I gave up my parental rights, my children got all kind of help. Now all of a sudden my children diagnosed with ADHD and they're on medication? Get the fuck out of here, bruh. And now we sit here with me, diagnosed with bipolar, because it's heightened to a sense of Brandy being tired of all the bullshit and all the games that everybody around me want to play, want to say they're your friend, want to say they love you, want to say I got your back. I can go on Facebook right now and see all the people that say I got your back, Brandy, sending love, Brandy, and it says add friend. Okay? Tired of the bullshit. I got your back for life. Tired of the bullshit, bro. When I tell somebody I got your back, I mean that shit. And then I sit there, and some of these folks, I don't even know why they unfriended me, or why they blocked me, or what I did or said. Or what could I have said offensive? Like, tell me so I can make it right. How hard is that? Tell me what I did wrong so I can apologize. Just like I do in relationships. I sit down quarterly throughout the year and have a meeting. Tell me what I did wrong, or what could I be doing wrong so I can make it right. That is all. And I'm still trying to figure where at does that make me a narcissist? And why nobody in relationships have ever called me, like this is the first time and the only time I've ever heard anybody ever call me a narcissist. Nobody, even other family members have never called me a narcissist. She's the only person. Let's make that make sense. No one has ever called me a narcissist. That's why it hurts so bad. A lot of people tell me I'm too genuine. I have a heart of gold. And I take that in humbly. Everybody tell me I'm too giving. Why this girl get on the internet telling folks that they tell her that same thing? Who? Where? You know what? She does be too giving. But you know what? She be expecting stuff in return. When she gets mad, she be an Indian giver and want that stuff back. Another thing, and she sit there and she tell y'all that I asked for that $10 back and that refund. When she had the Hurricane Sally, that I sent a refund, a request for a refund. She did not tell y'all why. Talking about a measly $10. That was all I had at the time, and I had intended to send more when I had got paid. That is number one. Number two, in the next video, because that she did say, if y'all don't send me money, Jesus sending y'all to hell. Go back and watch that video on her talking about a Psych World page. You're going to have to do some scrolling. That's number one. Now, who's a narcissist saying, if y'all don't send me money, Jesus is going to send y'all to hell? Right? Number two, in that following video, she is dogging me the fuck out. So I took the money back. Okay, so if I would have decided to leave the money there anyway, she was going to say, let's keep it real. She was going to say I was using it as narcissistic bait, or what other word you call that in the narcissistic world? Not trauma bonding, but it's another word. Love bombing. Anyway. So it was a no-win situation anyway. But let's not act like I did not try to do things on my behalf to try to make things work. And I come back and find out she dogging me on a video. I sent her a text. I called her. She did not answer my phone calls. So I sent her a text. Trying to tell her I'm not her enemy. Not trying to hurt her. That's around Christmas. I'm not a gang stalker. Why don't you come up here? I'll send you some money when I get paid. I'll give you some money. Now, my brother Wyatt, I just looked on Amazon where this boy talking about, I bought him a fucking high-res. China, let's see the headphones.
Oh, wait.
High-resolution headphones. And he talking about make sure you get insurance on it, please. Why? So when you get mad at me, you gonna sell them? Look up the brand One More. Look it up. Go type in onemore.com, www.onemore.com.
They are good. Awesome.
Look at those specific ones I just showed you. Or even go on Amazon and type in One More headphones. And then come back and talk to me. See, I try to offer Candy things like that. She think it got AIDS on it. That's not my fault. And then she get on here and run on the internet and tell y'all I never gave her shit. Because every time I offered, you said no, bitch.
True story. Hello.
Even with China backing me up on all these claims, folks are still talking about I don't got nothing better to do. Yes, I do. Take care of my fucking health. Get better with my mental health. Heal from Candy and move the fuck on. How about that one? But these folks do not like me based on what this girl says. Talking about she showed proof. But like I said, I got video on video, screenshot upon screenshot. But she blocked where people can't even come on my channel and see my side. But steady hollering about why people can't see both sides of the story. People can't see both sides because you blocked. And then one idiot talking about he came on my channel and saw the mean and nasty things that came out of my mouth. It become mean and nasty because I am tired.
Right.
I'm over here trying to heal and get better from stuff I got going on over here. And once again, this is not a victim Olympics or competition.
Exactly. It's not.
And if it is on Candy's behalf. And once again, I do not fuck with that family because everything is built on competition with them. You know what? I don't care whether people believe me or not no more. I'm just gonna put this out here for my documentation.